genocide was the culmination of already months and months of significant frustrations and inability to achieve the aim because we were simply not getting the resources nor the political support to actually prevent the genocide. We may have saved over 30,000, but when you look at the scale of things, it gets pretty difficult to find any solace in that. I started to realize that I had been losing my sense of ha-ha. My sense of humor was gone, wasn't sleeping, wasn't eating, couldn't talk to my troops face to face in any reasonable fashion. And so in that circumstance, I was becoming a liability to the mission. And then I started to take off on my own without my escorts, looking for scenarios in which I'd be ambushed and ultimately, hopefully, become a casualty myself. This stuff never disappears. The Rwandan genocide, although it was 18 years ago, for me, there are days when it happened that morning. Our first grandchild was about 8 years old and was in the living room sort of trying to stand up and fell down and hit her head a bit on the coffee table. Well, while the rest of the family reacted immediately, I didn't move. Because what it did, it triggered instantaneously a teleprompter. And in the teleprompter were the hundreds of kids that I'd seen chopped up, abandoned, ripped out of wombs, dying on the side of streets and roads in the mud and so on. And they all came back. And so now today, I've had over 13 years of therapy, and I still go to therapy. I take 9 pills a day and night. And if I don't, within a day or two, you don't want to see me. And you sort of live with a prosthesis that you build that you hope will prevent you from falling into scenarios that throw you back in. PTSD is a terminal injury. What happened to them in the field, on the battlefield, didn't rip an arm off. It blew a whole bunch of gray cells in their head, and they are now injured. And so it was important to make people realize that these soldiers were injured, and in so doing required the same sense of urgency of care. I know, however, that the stigma is being attrited. And so the aim is to attrit it and continue to attrit it by people being open about it. In the latter years, I've been involved very much in helping the concept of creating the clinics, both Veterans Canada, the National Defence, trying to improve them, and extensive work has been done in prevention work, assistance in the field with professionals and non-professional, the introduction of a peer support program, which was crucial for those coming back, and also the diagnostic. The diagnostic of those coming back is very, very strong. The failing in it now is that people are getting away without being diagnosed enough.